All right, good afternoon, everyone. Again, thank you for joining us on this rainy Wednesday afternoon. To begin today's press conference, please turn your attention to the screen for the premiere of the official Reyes Cup 2025 promotional video.
I play all over the world.
He's the king of the nine.
But now, it's time to bring the world to me. Team Asia, the team carrying my name. We take on the strongest from every corner of globe. This is more than billiards. It's about pride, honor, and the spirit of Asia. Are you ready to face us about pride, honor, and the spirit of Asia? Are you ready to face us?
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you once again for joining us here today. My name is Carlo Pamentuan, and I will be your host for this afternoon for this press conference of your announcement for the 2025 LiveSB.io Reyes Cup. Thank you, distinguished members of the media, for joining us and following the unforgettable success of last year's inaugural Reyes Cup, where Team Asia captured the first ever championship. The excitement now returns to Manila, and this year Team Asia will try their very best to defend the championship against a newly formed squad, Team Rest of the World. Are you excited about that action? I'm sure you are. I'm sure you all are. As we continue celebrating the legacy of the great Efren Bata Reyes, bringing together the world's best 9-ball players for an epic battle of skill, teamwork, and of course, pride. All matches will be broadcasted live on Pilipinas Live, with select matches to be shown on One Sports and One Sports Plus here in the Philippines. Now, it is our honor to present today's panel of guests for the 2025 LiveSB.io Reyes Cup press conference. First, our center panel, our main table, Matchroom Multi-Sport CEO, Miss Emily Fraser. Joining her, of course, is the godfather of Philippine billiards and founder and owner of Puyat Sports, Mr. Aristeo Butch Puya. Also joining us this afternoon is Signal Vice President for Sports Business Development, Mr. Miguel Vea. With us this afternoon as well is the Signal Chief Revenue Officer, Mr. Gerard L. Milan. Now let us introduce Team Rest of the World. On the left side of the table, please welcome to the Philippines. He's coming back. He was a commentator for the last time out. Now he is a non-playing team captain, an amazing pool player, and we are very, very happy to host him, Mr. Jeremy Jones. Joining the team Rest of the World is 7-time Mosconi Cup winner from Scotland, Eagle Eye, Jason Shaw. He has a fan over there. Meanwhile, visiting the Philippines for the first time, world number 1 from the United States of America, the Ghost, Fedor Gors. You've met the challengers, now you will meet the champion of the inaugural Reyes Cup. On the right side, their non-playing team captain, 2010 World Pool champion and local legend in the Philippines from Tarlac, Francisco Django Bustamante. Leading the charge and defending home court is 2-time World Pool champion from the Philippines, the Black Tiger, Carlo Biado. And the youngest member of this tussle making his Reyes Cup debut, the 19-year-old prodigy, star boy, AJ Manas. And now to formally open today's program, let's give the floor to Matchroom Multisport CEO, Miss Emily Fraser, for her opening remarks. Miss Emily?
Thank you, Carlo. Kamusta, mabuhay? Carlo and AJ just taught me that, so I was hoping I got it right. I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming along, obviously to our press conference for the live SB.io Reyes Cup. What a special, special day tomorrow is going to bring, the second year of the Reyes Cup. And obviously I just want to say a personal thank you to Puch Puya for believing in this event. Last year was one of the most remarkable weeks I've ever experienced in my life when we launched the Reyes Cup. Puch has believed in this event. He's been waiting for it to happen, and without his support, as well as Efren, we wouldn't have got this over the line. And for years we've had Europe versus USA, and for the first time ever we have an invitational event for Team Asia, and for us to really show the world just how incredible they are. They are so damn incredible, we've had to change the entire format just to make it competitive. So we've gone from Europe to Team Rest of the World just because they were so great last year. But also I want to send my thanks to Signal TV. Their HQ here is incredible. There's a studio set up here for the press conference. I'd love to have this in the UK. But obviously both to Miguel and Gerard for setting this up. The production's coming along really well at the arena. You're going to have such a special, special treat when we kick off tomorrow night. And for us to be running from Thursday through to Sunday, it's going to be so wild in that arena. The fans are going to love it. If you haven't been able to come along, you can watch it at home. Obviously, all the different platforms that are available here in the Philippines, it is accessible to all. And the viewing figures from last year were exceptional. And I'm sure we're going to beat them again this year. It's not going to be so one-sided, I hope. Team Rest of the World, look, we got the world number one sitting on Team Rest of the World and Jason Shaw. It's quite funny actually seeing them all in the same jersey, because these two are probably going to go head-to-head this December at the Moscone Cup. And then you add Jeremy Jones to the mix as well, who's probably one of the biggest legends in this sport next to Efren Reyes. And, you know, Team Rest of the World, they're going to be a handful for Team Asia. But then obviously bringing in Big Busty, came over to the Hanoi Open last weekend, all of a sudden invited AJ Manas to Team Asia. What a special moment that was. And I know there's been some controversy about AJ Manas coming in. You know, he's a different wild card. I say absolutely not to that. When you all tune in tomorrow night, this kid has more talent than I've just seen in so many different players. And he's fearless as well. And also, he's such a cool, calm character. He is an inspiration to any kid that wants to get into 9-ball pool. He shows everyone in this world that you can be a professional pool player, because he's got the social media, he's got the character, and he's got the talent. He is going to be incredible this weekend. And he has the best team supporting him in his corner. Imagine having a coach at the age of 18 like Francisco Bustamante. It's like, that is just incredible. But then you've also got the reigning world champion also in your corner. You've got Carlo Biardo, who took on the world championship earlier this year. That pressure in that arena, it was just pure magic. He lifted that trophy, $250,000 on the line. Talk about pressure. If I'm betting on anyone to make a pressure shot, I'm putting it on Carlo Biardo. So listen, this is going to be exciting. If you're a hardcore pool fan, if you're a casual sports fan, the arena is going to be electric. The competition is going to be high end, and the emotions are just going to be wild. So tune in and enjoy.
All right, how about another warm round of applause for Miss Fraser? Amazing job from your social media team as well in the presentations of the lineups for the upcoming Reyes Cup. Now let's send the mic over to Mr. Puch Puyat for his message. Mr. Puch?
Thank you all, members of the media, for coming and supporting the Reyes Cup. Firstly, I would like to thank Miss Emily Fraser, head of CEO of Matchroom Sports, for deciding to stage an event named after our own Efren Reyes. Because for so long, Moscone Cup has been the top event in billiards. But now we have the Reyes Cup. I think that will be running close to it in popularity. We thank Emily again for giving the chance for our players to shine worldwide since the start, since her company started all this when Efren Reyes won the first international billiard championship in Cardiff, shown in worldwide TV. That launched Efren's career, and that even allowed him to be known by his own compatriots. And from then on, it was non-stop of popularity of Efren and for the whole billiards sports here in our country. So Emily and your staff, thank you for all your efforts to bring the sports to international levels. I hope our players will give the top performance and satisfy all the crowds that are listening and watching this game. Thank you all. We hope that you will enjoy all the games.
Thank you, Mr. Puch Puyat, for that amazing message. Now, of course, to really amplify what we will have, the competition that will be had at the Reyes Cup, they need TV partners to help them out. And of course, representing Signal TV, now a message from our Vice President for Sports Business Development, Mr. Miguel Bea.
Hi, everyone. First of all, welcome back to Manila, to Emily and the Matchroom team. We're always grateful that you choose the Philippines and Manila to stage one of your events. And you know, if last year's event was any indication of what we're gonna have this week, it's going to be a lot of fireworks for sure. We've seen the lineups. If the lineups again show anything, we're in for a hell of a 4 days this week. Again, Signal TV, we've basically thrown in multiple platforms for this event. All days will be streamed on Pilipinas Live with One Sports free-to-air and One Sports Plus catching up daily to the live events. So you could tune into those platforms for all the days of the Reyes Cup. Lastly, I think for the second year in a row we're staging this event. We look forward to staging more events of this caliber here in Manila. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Miguel. How about another warm round of applause for Mr. Miguel Bea. Now, closing out our opening remarks will be our Signal Chief Revenue Officer, Mr. Gerard Milan. Sir?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone, to all our guests here. Like Emily, we are super excited and, again, very privileged to be bringing the Reyes Cup back again this year, coming from the huge and exciting take-up that we saw from last year. And we're thankful for Matchroom and Sir Puch for partnering with Signal again as the official broadcast partner across all our platforms for this event. No? You know, billiards enjoys a very huge following in the Philippines. You go anywhere in the big cities and all the way down into the provinces, and you will see people from all ages playing the game of billiards. And we're very lucky and privileged to be able to deliver to them this level of competition between, of course, Team Asia and now Team Rest of the World across their TV and even on mobile devices through all of our platforms. So again, it's going to be a very exciting next 4 days. We'll let you guess who we will be cheering for. But I'm sure both teams will be more than eager to fight it out and win this year's Reyes Cup. Again, thank you and good afternoon to everybody.
Thank you, Sir Gerard. Now that we're done with the pleasantries, it's time to hear it from the two valiant teams who will be competing starting tomorrow at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. We'll pass over the mic to Miss Emily Fraser. Miss Emily?
Thanks, Carlo. Right. Team Rest of the World, you are the challengers. You're the ones coming to the party. I'm going to go first of all to Jeremy Jones, the captain. What was your first thoughts when you were asked to captain for Team Rest of the World?
Well, my first thought is I thought I was in trouble, just because I was on the phone with my wife and Emily buzzed in. I said, "Oh, I got to let you go, babe. I got to answer this phone call." But back to it, I was very shocked but very pleased. And you know, I got a few shots at the Moscone. It didn't work out for Team USA. They gave their heart out, but you know, I'm very, very honored and very blessed to lead this team and these guys. A bunch of them that stand tall, and you know, for me, it's a true honor.
And what have you noticed that's slightly different? It's still early days coming into this type of team as opposed to the USA team from the Moscone Cup.
Well, to be honest, I mean, you know, making lineups for that team and Team USA at the status that we're in at the moment, it was like walking through a minefield a little bit, you know, trying to figure out what's going to win and what's give us the best chance to win. But just like I told my wife last night, the stress is off with the team we have. We have many combinations, doubles. We got you know, #1 player in the world. We got a rookie that doesn't seem like a rookie the way he's been playing, and of course, Eagle Eye, who's always one of the best in these team events. So it's a lot different feeling overall, and I'm happy to be here.
And talk a little bit about like Skylar Woodward, your first pick. You know, whilst his season's not like the Moritz Neuhausen, he's someone in your camp that you know when to put out under pressure and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we work together a lot of times on the table and a little bit off the table, and you know, I think the rest of the team knows that he really thrives for these type of events. He loves it. I think he's a lot like, honestly, I used to be. I love it when everyone knows the nerves are going to be high for everyone. That's when you really get the heart going and you test where you're at. And I think Skylar loves that moment.
And what about your captain that you're going head-to-head with, Big Busti? How do you feel going up against him? I mean, you had a little exhibition game last year because Europe were getting their asses whipped. Sorry, but they were. You did an exhibition game. But what's it like to go against a legend like him?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, originally he was a hero of mine, and you know, anytime you get to compete against somebody who's a hero, you feel like you're doing things right. And again, here, I'm really honored. He and I, you know, we're going to be enemies this week, but after that, we'll be okay. You know what I mean? So we go back a long ways, and hopefully we'll continue to be around this Reyes Cup one way or another, and it's going to be one heck of a fight, Boosty.
What's your response to that?
First of all, good luck to us, JJ, to our team.
Yeah, always good luck. You might need it a little bit, though. You never know.
Yes, Ma'am Emily, thank you for picking me as a team captain in Team Asia. I'm so happy, and I try all my best to do good with my team. And you know, my team is all strong, champion of champion and a world champion. So good luck to us, you know.
I must say, on behalf of Matchroom, it's an honor to have you included into this event. Personally, my first time in the Philippines was 2012 for our World Cup of Pool. That was the last time my first and last time I'd been in the Philippines before the Reyes.
Yes.
And I had no idea what pool was. I was coming in to Matchroom, and I was walking in the mall where the World Cup of Pool was, and I was getting some food. And I just saw this massive crowd of people, and I was like, what's going on? And it was you and Efren walking from like the car park to the arena, and I was completely blown away because of the aura that you both have about you and the support you have from the Filipino fans here. Honestly, it is an honor to have you as part of this event because you are an absolute legend, and to have you captain Team Asia, I know that Efren's passed the torch to the right person?
You think so?
I don't know. Ask me again on Sunday.
No, me and Efren always support each other, and we've been together since 1992 until now. We are the best friend. And yeah, because pool in Philippines bigger because of my boss here, Mr. Puts Puyat, is the one put all the tournament here in the Philippines. So thank you, sir, and thank you, big boss, for making me a hero.
And how are you feeling about your team? I saw you guys in the practice room yesterday, so it's your first day of official practice at the venue. Are you excited to get them out there?
Yeah, they sleep good. Only Huang practicing and Johan Chua and here AJ Manas. Carlo is sleeping all day. He say, I'm tired, Ninong, and then I like to take a rest. Okay, go ahead, sleep well. And they practice so good. And I always talk to them, don't put pressure in your when you play. Just play your best game like you play a regular tournament. And I'm going to give all my support to my team. And hopefully it's work.
Now that's a captain. I'm going to come over to Jason Shaw. Jason, you obviously participated in the event last year, the first ever Reyes Cup under Team Europe. You always naturally take this vice captain role or a captaincy role in like a Moscone Cup. How are you feeling coming into this with a bit of a team change? JJ as your coach. How's it different?
Obviously, any time the team event comes up and I'm part of it, I'm always ready for it. I feel growing up, I played in a lot of team events, so I feel being around players and having fun and trying to help them, not be so stressed or put a lot of pressure on themselves. I'm good at taking that away from players. So I feel like I bring a lot to the team. And yeah, it's nice. Obviously, JJ got a lot of experience, legend in the game. And, we've competed against him, Europe against USA, so I know what he brings. And yeah, different team this time. But I feel last year we were a little bit, rushing for time to get together and gel a little bit as a team. We didn't really have many days, like one day. I feel now we know what the team is. We've spent probably like the last 2 weeks together traveling for different events. So we kind of knew what most of the team would be. And I feel like we've gelled well together, had some nice practice sessions and had a lot of fun. But I know they have a strong team. But when it's go time, we know what we bring and we'll be ready. And I'm sure with a lot more fans this year and a lot more people in the venue, they'll definitely feel the heat. I know AJ is going to be his first time, great young talent, nice kid too, but he's going to feel the heat out there. And I think Maurice will feel it too. Let's see who handles it the best, and may the best team win.
Talk a bit about the atmosphere last year. Obviously, you've played in Moscone's and you've played in this event last year. You've also won the first ever Hanoi Open, which that atmosphere was incredible in Vietnam. But the fans here last year were slightly different to a Moscone, but it was still pressure. It was still busy in there. Does this feel like a different kind of setup?
Yeah, I think the first couple of days were being a new event. I think the fans were not too sure how to handle it. They were still cheering and stuff, but when you go from playing in front of 3,000 people, drunk, screaming, giving you abuse on every shot, it's a very different atmosphere. But like I said, I'm sure now it being the second year and more exposure of the event, I do believe that the fans will come out in big numbers. And I'm really hoping that the first day is going to feel like a Moscone Cup, because then the pressure will be really on. I feel like last year, Team Asia, they were a little bit more relaxed in the first couple of days due to maybe not as much of the crowd really getting involved like a Moscone. but I feel this year there'll be more noise, and I feel like they will still play good, but they'll feel a little bit more pressure than they did last year.
On obviously our first year last year at the Reyes, we had some filming. We recently launched our Netflix documentary, Matchroom: The Greatest Showman. There's a few clips of you and David Arcady. Basically, I remember David saying, "Can I jump on the set?" And I said, "No, because you're going to break it and it costs a fortune." But you're there going like this. And what do you want to say to the fans who are watching this, who are going to come to the arena? Tell them that you want to engage in this tournament, because they're not used to this kind of setup. The Moscone fans have got used to that now, but we need to get the fans who are going to be there at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium this weekend to engage with you guys. We want to hear some boos. We want to hear some cheers.
Yeah, I feel like if the fans get more involved in the event, then it's going to be better for everyone, involved in the full event. More viewers, more people tuning in. When we're at the table and we miss, give us dogs abuse. That's what it brings the event, because when you miss, you go back to your chair and nobody really says anything. If someone boos you or kind of makes you want to do better, pumps you up for the next shot. So make as much noise as possible. That's when you see the best of the players.
And just a note about the guy sat next to you, who needs no introduction whatsoever. You're both playing on the same team. Again.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you feel happy to be going out sort of with Fedor on your team? I mean, it'd be awkward if you said no and you're both about to play this one another.
Now, like Fedor said, we played together in one Moscone Cup for Europe in 2020. It was like the COVID edition. And we had an amazing time. We've always been kind of close friends, obviously growing up around the pool scene. And I think playing with him one time, and obviously he's an amazing player, and what he's done in the last couple of years is phenomenal. Won the World Championships, US Open, then got back-to-back finals in both events. I don't think anybody's kind of done that for a long, long time. So everybody knows how good he is, knows what he brings to the team, and it's nice to be back in the same team and not competing against him again, and hopefully he can go out there and show the world that what he's been doing in the last few years is not just luck, it's pure skill and determination, and shows what a great champion he is.
Thanks, Jason. Fedor, we're coming to you shortly. Carlo Biardo, the reigning world championship 9-ball pool. Carlo, you're back for the second year. I mean, there's so many bits of footage of you dancing at the Reyes Cup last year when you sat in your seat, you're enjoying yourself. Obviously, it's easy to enjoy yourself when you're winning, so we'll see what happens this week. But how great does it feel to come into the Reyes Cup for the second year? You obviously made the team very early on, as soon as you won the Worlds. You excited for this one?
Right now, I'm so excited for the game tomorrow, and there's a pressure, but I can handle the pressure because I have a lot of winning in the major events. So, and also, I have a best team, and Aloysius Yap is in my team, and also I have AJ Manas. Yeah, they're strong, and I'm not worried about my team. So I hope this year we lift the trophy again.
How special does it feel to compete in a tournament in your own country with your family here, the fans? It must feel quite special.
Well, I'm excited also because my family last year they watching me for the first time, and also my kids. So I'm happy because they here to support me and to my team. I hope this year we're gonna win again.
And obviously the event is broadcast with Signal TV on One Sports. It's such a, even when I go in the gym, it's the first channel that's on top of there to watch. It must feel really honourable to be able to be on that kind of platform here and to perform, for Philippines, really. It was kind. Just say yes, Carlo. Basically.
Yes.
Sorry, it was kind of a weird question, wasn't it? But it just must feel so special to be on your own home channel here, to have so many people in the Philippines behind you for Team Asia.
Yes, that's what I want.
And some more thoughts just about your team. We also announced as a Matchroom wildcard Duong Quoc Quan, who is just the people's champion, we say in Vietnam. He seemed to feel the pressure last year, but he didn't look like he was under pressure last year. You excited to have him back on your team?
I'm not worried. I'm not worried with Do Quoc Wang because he played great this year, and last year because it's our first time to play in this kind of event. But now he played great, and he have a lot of exposure. That's why he improved his game. So I'm not worried about him.
Thanks, Carlo. Fedor, coming over to you, the world number one.
Yes, boss.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Philippines. Welcome to your first ever Reyes Cup.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. It's my first time. Last year, obviously, Team Europe failed. I wish
You
it
put it
was.
nicer than I did, to be fair.
I wish Team USA was the one playing. But yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Do you think Team USA could actually play Team Asia?
What do you think? What do you think I think?
Well, I don't, because we did Team Rest of the World.
No, I think it's definitely more competitive with Team Rest of the World. But I think Team USA can still compete and maybe even win.
Okay. Quote that for when we come to the Moscone Cup this year. Fedor, just a little bit about... Sorry. Just a little bit about the team that you've got. Obviously, it's such a different team. I mean, hats off to you guys, because a Team Rest of the World is bringing 5 players together who don't normally play with one another, like it's the doubles games, the team match. How do you go into this at the practice room with this change in dynamic?
Well, I mean, for us, I think it's easy because we know each other so well. We compete against each other. We know each other's strength. And, Jason has a lot of experience playing in team events. Fran has been on Moscone many times, and both of them thrive under pressure. I do have quite some experience in Moscone Cups. Skylar is an amazing player also, and Moritz is a rookie, but he's not really a rookie. He's in the best form right now, won the Perry Open, lost in the finals of Hanoi Open. So we really have an amazing team, and like Jason said, we've been spending a lot of time together, practicing together, and I think we have a good chemistry in the team already.
You've been over here in Southeast Asia for quite some time now. You have such a huge audience from Vietnam, from the Philippines. It must be, obviously you're not gone into the arena yet, but it must be pretty cool to come here to Manila and to perform in front of such a big fan base that you have.
Yeah, it's special. It's special coming back to Southeast Asia because we don't get to experience it anywhere else. I feel like, pool players are treated like rock stars here, and it doesn't really happen in other parts of the world yet. So yeah, it's always nice to have so many fans behind you, and it's definitely a different experience.
You nervous going into this?
A little bit, but that's
love the
normal.
honesty.
It's normal. If I wasn't nervous, probably would mean that I'm not even interested or I'm not into it. So yes, definitely there's some pressure now, and there will be a little bit more pressure tomorrow. But I think it's all normal, and we know how to handle it.
Any comments about Team Asia?
Yeah, I mean, good luck, guys. That's all I can say. Like Jason said, I think AJ is going to have some hard time tomorrow. And yeah, once again, best of luck, guys.
Thank you, Fedor. Star boy, I'm coming to you. Listen, I'm not going to pretend I'm biased. I'm rooting for you, okay? We'll just get that clear out. Butch said AJ's the baby of the team. But did you know that you are the youngest ever player to play in one of our team events. Across all of the years of the Moscone Cup, you are the youngest player to come in. I mean, you must feel so proud of yourself.
Yes, well, I'm proud to be here of the part of the Team Asia. It's an incredible honor to be part of the Reyes Cup, of course, representing Team Asia. It has been one of my biggest dreams, so I'm excited for this. And we have the best coach here, Team Asia coach Django and Carlo Biado. There's Aloysius Yap. So I'm excited and I'm a little bit pressure, but I'm so happy to be part of this. We will try to get that trophy.
And a couple of months ago, when you were, traveling to play in the World Nine Ball Tour, did you ever dream that you would be playing here this October?
I did not expect that I will be in a Reyes Cup because my performance last month, I think I'm not happy with my performance, but I would like to thank Smatchroom for giving me the chance to be part of it.
Now, we all know you've got a lot of fans. Any words for them coming to watch you this weekend or tuning in? I'm sure they are all really behind you. It must be quite exciting for you.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be. Of course, the Reyes Cup will be in the Philippines, of course, my home base. I will expect there's a lot of people watching us. Yeah.
And obviously, you come from the Hanoi Open. You were there. Django comes up to you in the arena to invite you to participate. Were you expecting that at all when he came over to you?
Yeah, I'm not expecting he will pick me. So the time he go to me, I'm very shocked. Yeah.
Now, this is your first time playing in the Reyes Cup, but it's also Moritz Neuhausen's first time too. So, any thoughts about Team Rest of the World?
Team Rest of the World, you should be ready.
We're ready. Don't worry about it.
Oh, sorry, I was going to end it at that, but apparently the world number one wants to say something.
No, he's handed it to me. He's
Oh,
scared.
he's scared, so he's handed it to Jason, apparently. That was brilliant, by the way.
Everybody spoke about every player, but Chua, nobody mentioned him. I think he's a big asset to their team, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, Johan Chua was pretty much vice-captain role last year.
Yeah, I feel like he got left out.
So is it 5 against 4 or what?
No, because I mentioned Duan Kwok Kwan.
Ah, okay. I wasn't sure. We didn't know.
I think you're reading into it too much.
No, we didn't know if they fell out or,
Not that I'm aware of anyway, so...
I was just asking.
Okay. Well, it's always fun to end on something like that.
All right,
But-
Team Rest of the World trying to start something
I
here
know.
in our press conference. Again, we will have an amazing 4 days of 9-ball action starting tomorrow all up to Sunday for your second ever Reyes Cup. And the tournament will be absolutely outstanding. It'll be airing on Pilipinas Live, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. To our members of the media, don't worry, we will be making our panelists available for interviews a little later on. But now I believe we have one last announcement before we end this press conference coming from Miss Emily Fraser.
So if you haven't got excited already, I mean, this press conference has just got you talking about it even more. 7 p.m. tomorrow night, the Reyes Cup will kick off. If you haven't got your tickets yet, go online. I'm going to tell you a secret little cheat code for it, Magician50, and you get some discount off of your tickets. Come along to this arena. We've got a fans village being built. Players are going to be available to sign autographs. This arena is going to be electric. Now, if you can't make it down, Signal TV have made it available for everywhere here in the Philippines, but also WNT TV for everywhere else in the world. This is going to be everywhere, every platform, every TV. You cannot miss the Reyes Cup. Team Asia taking on Team Rest of the World. Watch it. It's going to be 4 days of exciting action, and we will see you soon.
And on that note, we will end this press conference. Again, we thank you for joining us. I'm sure you're all excited to witness the second Reyes Cup starting tomorrow at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Now it's time for our photo op. So please, for our VIP table, please stand up to be joined by the rest of our players. Our photographers will be ready to take your photo before we officially start the action tomorrow. Team Asia looking to make it 2 straight wins in this Reyes Cup. Team Europe lost last year, but now much bigger team will be competing, and Team Rest of the World, amazing talents, amazing players, and we're expecting it to be intense at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. No, I think you should just stay in front of the table. Yeah, just in front of the table is fine. Here, yeah, in front of the table, please. Yep, same spots as usual. Miss Emily out middle with Mr. Puchpuya, Mr. Bea, and Mr. Milan will all be joining us. A little bit closer together, like we're all friends here, before we start the competitions tomorrow. And there you go, big smile to everyone. Ooh, fighting stance from Team Rest of the World, ready to take on Team Asia. Again, the live SB.io Reyes Cup 2025 will be held at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium in Manila from October 16 to 19. It will be shown live on the Pilipinas Live app, as well as One Sports and One Sports Plus in the Philippines, and WNT.TV to the rest of the world. Tickets are now available via SM Tickets. Jason Scholl, Fedor Gors, Moritz Neuhausen, of course, FSR, and Skylar Woodward competing for Team Rest of the World. On the other side, led by Mr. Django Bustamante, we have AJ Manas, Carlo Biado, Johan Chua, alongside Duong Kwok Hwang, and the MVP of last year in Aloysius Yap. Our photographers all ready. And our team captains will be posing out middle. That is the prize. That is what they'll be competing for. The second Reyes Cup, Team Asia versus Team Rest of the World. Book your tickets as the action will be hot from October 16 to 19. Once again, to our members of the media, we thank you for joining us, and that is the end of our press conference. Again, we'll be making everyone available for scrum interviews after this event. I'm Carlo Pomentuan, thanking you and wishing you a good afternoon.